Hey, so today I'll be talking about liquefaction as a method of recycling. Generally, what liquefaction does is it takes polymer units and breaks them down into the monomer subunits using very high pressure and very high temperature. And the end result is you get an oil-based liquid that represents the monomer recycled subunits. So in order to create the high pressure that's necessary, you can either use highly pressurized hydrogen gas or highly pressurized nitrogen gas. And it's been seen that hydrogen gas is a much better version of this because it's able to cleave the polymer bonds much better than nitrogen. The next important consideration is what solvent you're using. So a water-based solvent, when heated to a very high temperature, will create a supercritical fluid. And it turns out that when this supercritical fluid is present, you're able to use hydrothermal liquefaction. The benefits of this is that while you still get the monomer subunits that break down, you also get some hydrocarbon fuels that come out as a result. So this is a much more positive, energetic outcome that is beneficial as we get to reuse fuels that generate from this process. And another solvent that's commonly used is organic solvents. The organic solvent process has a benefit of lowering the activation energy of the entire process. So this limits the amount of energy we have to put into the process as a whole, which is much more beneficial in limiting greenhouse gases and other effects such as that. A general downfall for this type of recycling is that any sort of impurities in the plastic that you're recycling or any contaminants that may be present can have a serious downfall in the yield that you get and can lead to contaminated recycled materials that are not good in your product. So one way that I might specifically come up with an idea to try and make this process a little bit better is to find a specified enzyme that would work only for a water-based solvent that lowers the activation energy for that water-based solvent, so you can still get the hydrocarbon fuels out of it as a product, and you also don't need to put in as much energy in the first place to make this reaction break down and to form your monomer subunits. So that's a little bit about liquefaction as a form of recycling.